reading some more bad reviews here. This one from Kalahari Resorts and Conventions in Sandusky, Ohio. I know there's a few different locations. I just did a few videos on Splash Village in Frankenmuth, Michigan, and I did one on Great Wolf Lodge as well. I think that was in Sandusky as well. So check those videos out as well, and drop a comment below where you're from, what you want to see next, and don't forget to give this video a like, and feel free to subscribe as well. Let's get right into it. So 4.3 stars on Google and 3.8 on TripAdvisor. So a good mix here of reviews. But we're going to take a look at some of the most recent reviews within 3 months. Water park is awesome, especially for toddlers. Great drinks. However, they do not do anything about people loitering, smoking weed, and acting nuts in the hallways. What really accounts for acting nuts in the hallways? Is it a direct result from someone smoking weed, I guess? I mean, maybe they're hallucinating from something else, or maybe it was laced with something. Who knows? But yeah, that's subjective, I guess, right? Housekeeping was really bad. No fitted sheets, queen-size mattress protector on a king-size bed. Okay, so they did not come by to clean at all either. I always hate having to go here for conferences. It's like, oh, you were registering to stay for a conference. Let's put you in a room far from the conference center. That makes sense, right? Just like they apparently do the same for all the water park attendants. Let's put you by the conference center. I don't know if that's just a one-off scenario or what. So, who knows? Maybe there was a last-minute change and it wasn't mentioned in the review. It never makes sense. They also are like, oh, you would like a balcony. Yeah, here's your room. No balcony, right? They do not work with you on late checks outside, despite the fact your room is definitely not going to be cleaned. They do not do a great job cleaning. I found several things in the room that were not supposed to be there. Fridges get fairly cold sometimes. Sometimes they do. It may get lukewarm at others, right? Who knows? But it's a good thing fridges do get cold sometimes. Here's the good. Rooms are clean. Hotel staff was helpful. The not so good. Food service staff were disinterested, which would leave you standing for 5 minutes waiting for service while they chatted or did more important things. I wonder what was more important. Gratuity is an automatic 20%. I can't stand that when they put an automatic gratuity on there. It's like you're paying for a service, but you have to tip based on the service, right? So if it's terrible service, why should you feel obligated to automatically give that? And I understand why they do it, but still, I feel like that just seems a little excessive to me. Prices are insane. Yeah, of course they're going to up the prices, right? I mean, that's just typically how it is with these places. They figure, hey, you have enough money to stay here. Why not let's just charge more for food because you're already going to stay here and you're going to pay it regardless. So if you go, be prepared to have fun. I'm ready, but set your expectations low. So you can have fun, but you have to have low expectations in the process. So yeah, they spent $500 on. That's a lot of money. Okay, for sure. But don't you think you would know that kind of going into it? At least have a budget and to kind of understand that. It's our 4th time staying here. Okay, so they must have liked it the other 3 times, right? I was hoping with all the remodel they would work on their customer service. Yeah, well, apparently not. I mean, I guess it's one of those things. Yeah, it looks nicer, but does that mean it's better service? No. The last time it left a real bad taste. But it must not have been that bad because they decided to come back, right? Younger kids that work there don't smile and were ridiculously rude. We spent $700 for one night in a 2-bedroom. That's a lot. The Zulu gave use expired bottle drinks times 2. She shouldn't throw all those out. That girl knew they were expired. People spend their hard-earned money there. Half the slides were closed. The young lifeguard that work there are too worried about flirting with the girls to actually pay attention to their young kids. I wish the owner would go undercover and see how bad their customer service is there. So yeah, it makes you wonder if, I wonder if that show Undercover Boss is still on. I know I used to watch that all the time. That was a great show. I wonder if they are ever making new episodes. I doubt it, but who knows. The workers threw away both of their coloring contest papers. They couldn't wait to wake up to see their art on the wall. Not cool. Had a 5-year-old, and 5-year-old times 2. My 5-year-old and her best friend even noticed how bad some of the staff was there. Well, yeah, they probably noticed it because you were probably complaining about it. Please work on this. Kalahari is about making memories. Oh, it sounds like it was definitely a memory. Please do better. I had a slip and fall incident while holding my 1.5-year-old grandson. I reported the incident to management and was laughed at by the manager. I told the manager I was about to slap him. Oh, that's that can be, assault right there, right? You're threatening to assault somebody, and if you have the means to do it, yeah, that could definitely be seen that way. Because I didn't understand what was funny about about a grandpa holding his grandson and slipping and falling. I was later greeted by 3 security guards and threatened to remove me from the water park. That's exactly it. I mean, I understand the frustration, but if you're trying to act out on it and get violent, what do you expect? They stated it was a misunderstanding, that the manager and employees were laughing at me about something else. Well, they were still laughing at you just about something else. I guess that makes it right. Rooms are not maintained or taken care of. He's going off on all these things, right? Paint peeling, dirty mold, and mildew. TV too small for the wall. I mean, that's kind of funny actually, but you can kind of see there. Look at the prices on this. This is a suite that goes for $1,500 a night, and that's what you get. That's insane. So yeah, they're not going to be coming back. Went for a day trip to the water park. The water was freezing. Lazy river water and basketball pool were bearable. Kiddie pool areas where we hoped to spend our time were frigid and we couldn't stay in. It was torture for my children, and I'm not being dramatic. My 3-year-old refused to go in the gorilla splash area because it was too cold. So yeah, that's a disappointment for sure. I wonder. I've seen that a lot with a lot of those places about the temperature of the water being way too cold. It's just too much work to come here for what you pay, and dealing with the issues is exhausting. The kids had fun, but the effort required to be here is overwhelming. Many things in the room were broken, etc. During our first visit, we had issues, and Marissa told us that the vouchers were in the mail, but we never received them. Instead, we were ghosted. There was no response to our emails and calls. We even had to drive up to talk to someone in person. We booked a second trip. Why would you book a second trip? Here's a tip: make sure your room keys are work before lugging all your belongings up to the room on a tiny cart in 90-degree weather. Otherwise, you'll have to bring everything back down to the front desk and wait in line. They do offer a sorry about that. What's that? That's it? They just say sorry about that, but doesn't really make up for the inconvenience. That's such terrible service. This is supposed to be a family vacation. No value here, just frustration. My husband and I had been to Kalahari previously in the summer with our grandchildren, so when we were asked to spend Thanksgiving there, we said sure. We love spending time with them, but we're shocked to find our room was a quarter mile to half a mile away from the lobby. I mean, I'm thinking like, for me, I walk a mile in 20 minutes at a brisk walk, standard brisk walk. So if that was the case, that would take me about 10 minutes at least. Yeah, that's an inconvenience for sure. We were elderly and found this to be unsatisfactory. The room itself was clean, but the bathroom had a distinct urine smell. So, yeah, I mean, don't you think urine has a distinct smell to it anyways? But yeah, I mean, if we were ever to return, it would not be. So, just don't go during a holiday. Maybe you won't smell the urine, right? It's a nice place. Employees are friendly and will help with whatever you need. However, there was a bed bug in my coworker's bed. Why wouldn't that person leave the review, and just doing it on their behalf? Called the front desk after I took a photo. They apologized and we ended up leaving after they verified it was a bed. Yep, that's it. That's a bed bug for sure. We got a refund. However, later the next day we left because of the bed bugs. We were told we were getting a refund in the morning. Then later they must have seen our reviews. Oh crap, they left bad reviews. Let's not give them the refund. So yeah, that's kind of crazy in my opinion. But hey, that's it for now. Let me know, kind of what you want to see next, and we'll do some more of these videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.